You raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Mike Gamache,
I, Mike Gamache,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the state of Minnesota,
and the state of Minnesota,
and that I will discharge faithfully
and I will discharge faithfully
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority Trustee
of Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority Trustee,
in the County of Anoka,
County of Anoka,
State of Minnesota,
State of Minnesota,
according to the law and to the best of my judgment and abilities.
according to the law and to the best of my judgment and abilities.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
trustee.
sir.
So if I could have you sign these in right here. Grab a pen and we'll turn to the next one. Will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Julie Jepson,
I, Julie Jepson,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the state of Minnesota,
and the state of Minnesota,
and that I will discharge faithfully
and that I will discharge faithfully
the duties of the office of Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority Trustee
the duties of the office of the Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority Trustee
in the County of Anoka,
in the County of Anoka,
State of Minnesota,
state of Minnesota,
according to law
according to law,
and to the best of my judgment and abilities.
to the best of my judgment and abilities.
Congratulations, trustee. Yeah, you sign these too. Great. And Commissioner Meyer. I love that one clause that just runs on. Raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I, Mandy Meisner,
I, Mandy Meisner,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the state of Minnesota,
in the state of Minnesota,
and that I will discharge faithfully
and I will discharge faithfully
the duties of the office of Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority Trustee.
the office,
The duties of
the duties of the office of the Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority Trustee
in the County of Anoka,
in the County of Anoka,
State of Minnesota,
state of Minnesota,
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my judgment and abilities.
and to the best of my judgment and ability.
Congratulations, trustee.
Thank you.
Good to
Sign it
have
on the
you.
right line.
Right there and.
And as Mandy is signing, we will turn things over to our Executive Director, Tanya West Hafner, and call the meeting.
May I have your attention? We're going to start the meeting. In a couple of seconds here. Maybe get set down. I'm now calling the 2025 organizational meeting of the Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority to order. Madam Secretary, can you do the roll, please?
Trustee Heinrich.
Here.
Trustee Brasted.
Here.
Trustee Reiner.
Here.
Trustee Gamache.
Here.
Trustee Schulte.
Here.
Trustee Jepson.
Here.
Trustee Meisner.
Here.
Thank you. First order of business is the election of the chair for the Anoka County HRA for the year 2025. I'll now call for nominations for election of the chair of the HRA. Mr. Jepson, or Trustee Jepson.
Thank you, Tanya. I nominate Trustee Gamache as chair for 2025.
Trustee Chair has been nominated. Is there, do we do a second for that?
Ask for another nomination.
No, yeah, okay. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Okay, hearing none, nominations are closed. Is there a second to the trustee?
Second.
Trustee Meisner, is that a second?
Yes.
Okay,
Get in there.
motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of Trustee Gamache as chair, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. motion carries. And I'm going to turn the meeting over to the new chair, Trustee Gamache.
Thank you, Tanya. Thanks for the support, everyone. We'll move down to the next order of business, is the election of the vice chair for the HRA. For the year 2025, I will now call for nominations for the election of the vice chair of the HRA. And I will nominate Julie Jepson for the vice chair of the HRA. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? And for a third time, are there any other nominations? Hearing none. Nominations are closed. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Meisner. All in favor signify by saying aye for vice chair, Julie Jepson.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. Congratulations, Trustee Jepson. As we move down, let's see. Okay, the motion, okay, let's see, where are we now? We're doing the secretary treasurer, chair pro tem for program 2025. Thank you. Do I have a nomination for that seat?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Bridget Weiser.
I would like to nominate trustee Jeff Reiner.
Nomination for trustee Jeff Reiner. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none. Do I have a second? The nominations are closed. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by trustee Jepson. So we have a nomination for the secretary treasurer pro tem for trustee Reinert, and it has been motioned and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. We'll move down then to, okay, so the next one then is, that's it. We just have those three. Okay. I was seeing two things here on the list. But anyways, okay, now we're on to, so congratulations to both the vice chair and the pro tem. And we're going to move down to the resolution that establishes certain rules and procedures. It's 2025-01. That also designates the public meeting notice facility, the legal publication of the Anoka County Housing and Redevelopment Authority, the ACHRA for 2025. Do I have an offer of that resolution?
I'll offer the resolution.
It's been offered by trustee Schulte. Any questions or comments? I don't know if this is the place to maybe start having this discussion, but I think we'll approve this first and then we'll push it down a little bit later. So we'll go ahead with the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. Consider the appointment of the following persons as deputies or assistants for program 2024. A is a deputy secretary, the ACHRA Associate Administrative Assistant or designee. And B is deputy treasurer, division manager of finance and central services to perform collection and investment functions and accounting transactions. I believe we need a motion on this, correct?
So moved.
It's been moved by trustee Brasted. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Jepson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. Item number 9 is to consider the appointment of Tanya West Hafner to serve as the ACHRA Executive Director for program year 2025. Do I have a motion? Moved by trustee Schulte. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Jepson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. Thank you. Congratulations, Tanya. And keep up the good work. Item 10, consider the appointment of Dee Gutman to serve as ACHRA Assistant Executive Director for the program year 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Brasted. Do I have a second? Seconded by trustee Schulte. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? It passes unanimously. Congratulations, Dee. And 11 is, there we go, consider for informational purposes the appointments by the chair to the ACHRA Management Committee for program year 2025 as follows. At this point in time, we're not showing any 2025 appointments because we always do that, and then we just kind of move on and have the same ones done. And I'll probably likely just do that because I haven't really gone through this yet. What I'd like to bring up now, because this is for informational purposes, is as we're going to the committee as a whole, it might be the time to begin to look into the management committee either going away completely and the ACHRA just be the ACHRA. And that's when we do all our work, all 7 of us together. I like that idea. I think there might be some background things that staff may have to look into. So for the time being, I think we'll move forward with the same appointments from 2024 for the management committee into 2025 with the idea that we start having these discussions or get the information that we need to have so that we can have all 7 of us just doing the work right here instead of going off into a management committee. One of the benefits I think of that could be that as we are looking at bringing more of our cities into our HRA if at all possible, just because of some of the things through funding of different programs that are going on at the state, it might help us bring them in if all 7 of us are talking about it all the time. And we're talking about it in a consistent manner of saying, this is what we're looking to do, So that's why I'm hoping that we can start having that conversation as we go into 2025. But for this moment in time, we'll stay with the same appointments from 2024. I'll be the chair of the management committee, Jepson vice chairing, and Reiner and Meister sitting on that. But in the long range, sometime in 2025, I'd like to get to that point where we have all 7 of us just sitting in this type of a meeting and having those discussions that we would move down into management. We'll do it as a committee as a whole. That's my goal. Any comments on that, Commissioner Meyer, Trustee Meyer?
Yeah, no, thank you, Mr. Chair. So yes, I love that idea, I support that. My question is just a process question, so then in the future, what we would just make an amendment of the structure, or we just also, all of us come to the management meeting, or?
We'd probably have to bring it back to you to make that decision to change this.
Yeah, like formally change it.
To formally change it, we had talked about it a little bit about, do we do 2 HRA meetings a month, do we just do 1? We not have the management committee, and then we just have 2 meetings a month. The nice thing about having management and then in the regular meeting is that we have an opportunity to bring things to you
Yes.
sooner, I guess. So I guess I know we can always set up a separate special meeting of the HRA. So maybe that's, we set the time when we have the full HRA, and we just have that once a month, and then if we need special meetings, we can set other meeting time for that. Kind of open to however you guys want to do it. I think one big shift in the year was probably enough, and I had suggested maybe we move to that, but then, it's like, well, it makes more sense to kind of, if we're leaving the regional rail alone, leave the HRA alone for right now, and then we kind of see how all the other committee stuff works. So.
And if there's opportunities, or we'll have opportunities at workshops to have this discussion as staff looks through any possible legalities or different issues that we might face. So we'll have that come up at that time. Trustee Meisner?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry, you basically answered my question. I was just gonna say then we would just call it like a work session or something, and not a management committee. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, for right now, we're just trying to keep the structure going, just knowing that you were changing all of your other stuff, that made sense to sort of leave this alone for right now. Let you get used to the other stuff, and then sort of see how this can work in and how best to operate the HRA for you. It's gonna work best for you and for staff and for you guys. All that, one of the other things that I'm having the attorneys look into is the swearing in stuff, and whether or not you guys need to do that, continually need to do that every 5 years, I think is what the statute says, and so it's based on when you did it last, and so, maybe there's a way, since you guys are sitting as the board, you're not appointing people from outside the community anymore, there's a way to just have it be consistent with when you're sworn in as a county commissioner, that automatically means you're sworn in as the HRA trustee too, so we were working on that in the background too as well, so.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, hearing none, we'll move down to number 12, which is to consider for informational purposes the 2025 dates for the ACHRA Management Committee and Board meetings. That is in the attachment that you have there. And then if there's nothing else to come before the HRA, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah. If you look at your thing,
Oh.
So,
In the other room, yeah.
you and me? Yeah, you and Ganesh, you have to review this.
Really? Yeah.
Are we
Part of it.
gonna?